Hey Reddit, have you ever thought your boss was just strict, only to find out it was something way worse? Because I did, and I still can't believe what happened. I started working at this small marketing firm about a year ago. My boss, Mr. Davis, was the definition of no nonsense. He never smiled, expected perfection, and had this way of making you feel like a total failure over the smallest mistakes. But he was never outright cruel, just intense. At first I figured he was just old school, the kind of guy who thinks work should be your whole life. But then, weird things started happening. One of my coworkers, Lisa, suddenly quit with no notice. When I asked around, no one would talk about it. Then my friend Mark, who worked closely with Mr. Davis, started acting paranoid, double-checking everything, looking over his shoulder constantly. One day, Mark pulled me aside and whispered, "You need to be careful. Davis isn't just strict, he's watching everything." I laughed it off. But later that week, I found out what he meant. Our office had this IT guy, Jeff, who was super chill. One night, I stayed late finishing a project, and Jeff happened to be in the break room. We got to talking, and he casually mentioned that Mr. Davis had requested access to everyone's work computers, emails, messages, even browsing history. Every single thing we did, he could see. I thought Jeff was joking. He wasn't. He even showed me the logs. Mr. Davis had been monitoring us for months. I felt sick. I started thinking back. Lisa quitting suddenly, Mark acting weird. I realized Davis had probably found something on them. Maybe a complaint email? A job search? The next day, I confronted Mark. He looked panicked and just said, "I sent a resignation email from my work computer." He knew before I even told him. That was enough for me. I immediately wiped my work computer, sent my resignation from my personal email, and walked out. 2 weeks later, I heard the company was under investigation for illegal employee surveillance. Guess I wasn't the only one who figured it out. So, Reddit, was I paranoid? Or was my boss actually unhinged?